Hey there, everybody out there in MySpace and YouTube world, and even Facebook and my yearbook and so on and so on that I do send my videos out to, that I do through a way of YouTube. I hope everyone likes the kite they're seeing here, as it's flying around here as I put that up just for the sake of trying to be Wacko Bob, of course. And for those of you that do know me, I am Wacko Bob of both the Wacko Weekly and the Dark Match. There's going to be two videos you're actually going to be able to see uploaded by today. One of them is going to be me talking about the show, so a lot of people know what's going on with both the Wacko Weekly and the Dark Match. And there are some changes there. But to get more onto the topic of Barack Obama, he's of course now been the president for less than 2 weeks' time, and he's already tried signing on two new plans. One of them went through. Both of them have to do with America, financially. He's put together something called the Ledbetter pay bill, and the other one being the stimulus package that's going to be totally different from the stimulus package we were used to seeing, for the last 8 years under President Bush. This stimulus package has to do more with the, quote, wish list of cities, counties, and states in America. And according to them, this stimulus package would help create more jobs. It would create more jobs, by ultimately just in the 15 cities that were together in two counties on where I live, in my neck of the woods, $2.5 billion. So you can imagine this would cost almost into the trillions if you look at every city in the United States of America. Now, the Republicans in the Congress voted this down, but I heard that it was supposed to be the Congress voting this down, for this stimulus package, for this wish list. I once again say that, wish list. And to really look at this is to really see that that's not stimulus. If you really wanted to create stimulus with our tax dollar, then you create the stimulus by taking that tax money and putting it to the things that are really needed. We got a $10.6 trillion debt. We need to really worry about that. And I'll be honest with you, in 4 to 8 years, I don't think Obama or anybody for that matter could really try to reduce the debt or the deficit to zero. That's a tough call there, I mean, it's really not an easy task, and it goes further. Just so people know, I do want to let people know this goes further. This stimulus package would have given the money to our cities and states and those politicians that have this, quote, wish list out there. Sure, we'll definitely create more government jobs. I'm sure that private contractors will be called in for the work that needs to be done. But that's only a temporary fix. That is only a temporary fix. It will create jobs, but it will create jobs for the most part for the short term, not the long term. And our tax dollar has to be worth more than that. We got Social Security we need to worry about. We got our public school systems and our services that we do need to worry about that our tax dollar mandatorily pays for. And that's something we got to worry about. If you want to create stimulus, give back some of the tax money like President Bush did over the, that you've taken from us, over a certain period of time. And believe me, just so people know this, just for the record, I don't even back that stimulus package. Yeah, it was great 2 different times, in the span of 8 years. I got a check in my back pocket. An income tax check in my back pocket that was extra. But at the same time, was our economy ready to give that money back? Is our economy ready to give that money back today? I would rather see that stimulus money that we were given back. I would have liked to have seen that go towards our future. You know, Social Security is in the process of a bust. And I would love to see Social Security really get back on its feet. You know, that's what I would like to see. You know, I mean, but you know, what we can say and what we want to do, you know, a lot of people are going to know this, you know, is neither here nor there with what we want. Now, I do ask you this, you know, should there be stimulus like this to where it goes to our city and city, county, and state politicians instead of us, quote, saying how they're going to fix everything, you know, that's needed with our American tax dollar? For those that don't know, Florida really doesn't have a city tax. You know, the only state tax we have is our sales tax here in Florida. Maybe it's time for Florida to get a state tax. Maybe it's time for states to worry about their own tax bills to get the tax money together and not worry about getting it from taxes we pay the federal government. There's a lot to worry about there. And the other deal, the Ledbetter pay system. Now, I'm not overly sure what this one's going to be all about, but I'm going to let people know this, that if the Ledbetter pay system comes out and it's supposed to help jobs pay us all better, it's not going to help because it's no different than the increase in minimum wage. And to quickly go over that, I got to tell you that if the minimum wage were to, were to go up, you know, everything else goes up. And if you're already making more than what the new minimum wage is, you're not guaranteed a raise. Minimum wage went up from $5.15 to $6.15 an hour. The most some people got to see as far as extra goes was a simple cost of living raise, which only added up to a quarter more an hour, not $1 more an hour. So there's a lot to look at here, people. There's a lot to look at here. And I hope the Ledbetter pay system does work out for the better. No one would want to see that succeed more than me. I think a lot of people will say the same thing there too. But let's see where we can go with it all. Anyways, I'm going to come back with a second video, let people know what's going on. For those of you that do like my YouTubes, I know this isn't the most informative video I've done, but it definitely lets people think about, you know, what's going on, and so people can study this more. Because we got to look out for cost of living going up with our pay not going up. So it's something to really look at. Thanks a lot, guys.